the 19th, Wednesday the 19th, which means that's probably the next patch, right? So I put on the calendar for Tuesday the 18th to finish my Schlieffen grind and check my snowflakes. So I am going to free XP my way to the tier 10 so I can get the snowflakes and I can get the you know, the good stuff, right? Regardless of where I'm at. So I'm currently doing the Prince Heinrich. I probably could have afforded to do a Nara game while on stream. I didn't. Oh well. But
Stevie?
Stevie's here. Yes.
What's up,
Yeah,
Miss
I,
Peg?
I
How are
heard
you,
it.
doll?
I heard it.
Hey, Jack.
Now then.
So,
Chkalov.
but anyway, so I mean that's the thing was like, you know, I'm looking forward to finishing off the grind. I know I said I wanted to, you know, take my time and grind through it, but hey, there's rewards for finishing it, and I've got a lot of free XP available, so.
I recently free experienced my way to the Izmo, and I've been actually enjoying it a little bit.
Izumo's
Come
not as
on,
bad as it
game.
Izumo's much better than it used to be.
I
Why are
actually
there
shared a
trucks on
Izmo
the-
match today.
Look at this. Why are there trucks on the deck? Look at.
I just noticed that. Oh wow.
Yeah.
This is
I
really-
mean that's good. So anyway, here's our rocket assisted takeoff on the Chkalov. That's
And-
cool.
And the tow truck, just in case, you know, you get pulled over.
Stop right there, criminal.
Stop right there.
Stop that.
All right, I'm Captain.
Is playing the Chkalov now. So Chkalov is, I mean, Seth called it the tier 8 Russian Sky Satan, and I said that didn't do it justice because this thing is absurdly overpowered.
Love that you remembered that.
Yes. Of course I'm gonna remember that. But yes, calling this thing a Sky Satan isn't overpowered, and in the hands of, like, it's just plain overpowered, and in the hands of someone like Triarch, it's even nastier, because, you know, Triarch is extremely good with his aircraft carriers, and, yeah.
All right, I'm Captain. There's your shot right there. I think that's the winner for right now.
Eh.
I love how the game's like, we're gonna launch one at a time, and then we're just gonna throw all of the rest of them. Look at this. It's like human centipede. This is Russian centipede.
Russian plane
That's
centipede.
ew.
Right? Right? All right, we're gonna replace it with that. I think that's gonna be our screenshot.
Everybody
Wow.
on YouTube's gonna be so confused. It's like, wait, what am I looking at exactly?
We're looking at
Airplane
Wargaming's logic.
Fighter centipede.
In Soviet Russia, planes all go together.
Right?
In Soviet Russia,
Right.
all your planes on one plane, comrade.
All right. Well, they've now split, so we can go back
He's
to the
very
game.
bothered.
This kind of aerial display puts the Thunderbirds to shame.
Right? You just sank a bot sub with Hakuryu secondaries? Nice, Cthulhu. And look at this, your top tier. And Mad Hatter's on the enemy team? Ah, different Mad Hatter. Okay. And you're with
Oh,
Viva.
Andrew?
Yeah.
Faba's in Edinburgh, Charges in Chkalov. What's there to talk about the Chkalov? It's essentially, I mean, well, you said tier 10 planes on a tier 8? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have skip
That's
bombers.
correct.
Now, normally, a Soviet carrier has rocket planes, torpedo bombers, and skip bombers. However, the Chkalov is unique in the fact that instead of getting rocket planes, it gets dive bombers that have a sort of Graf Zeppelin-style diving attack, except instead of dropping 2 AP bombs, you drop 6 high explosive bombs in a run.
Which is absolutely
that.
ridiculous.
What's even more ridiculous is the fact that, first of all, it has
Okay.
a very interesting torpedo spread. I think Charge will demonstrate that later. But the
Yeah.
torpedoes actually stack on each other. It's like the old Graf Zeppelin.
Look at-
like during
look at that.
LPS.
Look at that. 6 bomb hits and 2 fires. Right off the bat.
17k too. Oopsie daisy.
And so that's the big thing about these dive bombers, is they do ridiculous things to destroyers. This ship, I mean, there's a kid on the enemy team fantastic anti-air destroyer. I mean, Triarch can just go beat him up if he wanted to.
And here's the very interesting thing about Soviet aircraft carriers that I think I mentioned last time, but I'll just refresh it again. The thing is, the last attack flight of all aircraft carriers get a 50% damage reduction. However, this applies in a very specific... Yeah, I think that's what happens. I'm not sure.
I've never heard of this before.
I don't know. It's just that they seem to take less damage. The last attack in flight appears to take less damage. I'm not entirely sure. Or not.
I'm going to ask about that. I've never heard of that before.
Actually, no. Actually, let me correct myself very quickly about that. When a flight is attacking, the damage is reduced by 50%. Correct?
Oh, yeah, the incoming damage for
Incoming
anti-air.
damage,
Yes.
Let me correct myself very
Okay,
quickly.
that's
My
correct.
apologies.
Yes.
But the thing is, Soviet aircraft carriers only have one attack flight. They don't have multiple attack runs like other aircraft carriers, which increases their power because the moment you can dump all your ordnance in one go, and you don't have to worry about, am I going to get more strikes off? You can just cycle back to your squadron, which means you can do stuff like this. Just drive into 3 ships. You're going to get all your attack runs off, and you're going to cover most of your planes.
Yep. A lot of the mechanics in this game, in terms of anti-air and stuff like that, it's balanced around the traditional setup of you drop, you come back, you've got another, your squadron is circling about or whatever. You take another wing, you go and you drop. But the Russian carriers don't follow that mechanic at all. So everything about that that's supposedly balanced is broken as a result.
Yeah. And that's what makes Soviet carriers so absurdly strong. And I think the only way that, like, this, everybody's asking, like, oh, Soviet carriers are OP, like, how do we balance them? And everybody's like, well, the first thing you could do is remove that damage reduction while an attack is going on. That's literally the easiest way to balance things out. Because the only way to mitigate damage from a Soviet aircraft carrier is to shoot down the planes before they execute their attack run. But even that's a problem.
Good point.
Because the fact that they can attack from long range.
By the way, I hope you guys are enjoying the head massage I'm giving to Stevie right now. He certainly is. Mackinson. Oh, look at that spread. He's getting it. He's getting it. Yeah, Stevie loves being on my lap, and I mean, he just
I like that other face he makes though. Like, this face is adorable, but that one when he sits there all tall with that smile on his face, like, yeah, that's right. I'm Steve. That's the face I love.
He's so comfy. But anyways, you probably noticed that spread. That's Chkalov's signature with the torpedoes. The torpedoes stack on each other. It's not like a traditional spread where it's like, all the torpedoes go parallel to each other, like say a Conga, for example. Chkalov dropped 2 torpedoes in a 3x2 configuration.
I want to point something out real quick too. Did you guys notice how Triarch dropped those planes? He did not drop in the center of the reticule, and that's important because wargaming has changed the way that these dive bombers drop. The sigma, if you will, how close to center they drop has been expanded, so they will drop more on the outer ring, and that's more to help destroyers, survive these ridiculous dive bomb hits. But what that means is, if you want the majority of your bombs to hit, you need to target it or set it up so that they are dropping on the outside of your circle, not the dead center of your circle. Oh, that kid. Ollie and Junior want to steal the show? Nice.
Oh,
yeah, let's not talk about that. Well, no, let's talk about that, because right there, Triarch, that's your balance.
By the way, guys, there's still a giveaway up. I mean, I can pull it if you guys don't want to enter. I mean, there's
Santa gift. We have a Santa gift container, ladies and gentlemen. Only 23 people now entered. Exclamation point ticket. You got to be present and a follower to win, ladies and gentlemen. Skip bombers on the kid. Ah. Chkalov strikes back and says, "Boom, Chkalakov."
Remember that if you poop, you lose is strongly enforced here.
It is. But that's the other thing about Chkalov, the skip bombers, you can just drop like outside of AA rings, and you don't have
Yep.
to worry about like.
Yep.
And
So
really
I
just-
mean,
the dive bombers are
you're-
really just there for cracking destroyer heads, but
yes.
Yeah. And
But that's the thing.
about that-
So your bombers are good for hitting destroyers, which traditionally don't have the strongest anti-air. We saw the kid demonstrating anti-air capabilities right there, which is great. But most of the destroyers, if that was a Kagero, for example, he would have just been gone, right?
that's
So-
correct.
I mean, the thing is that when it comes to these aircraft, the counters to these aircraft really just don't exist in this game, right now at least.
Is he gonna drop the license? Or
Might
is
as
he gonna-
well. Just check. Thank you for the follow, by the way.
What's the belt
And
button
Dibbick Dog, thank you for the follow as well.
Probably trying to hide from aircraft.
FIFA gets the kill on the kid. That's huge. So that basically means you can do whatever the hell you want now with your planes. Hi, Stevie. I found a knot on you. Yes.
Hey, hang on, Triarch, was FIFA playing a radar Edinburgh or a smoke Edinburgh in this game? Just asking, out of curiosity.
That's a good question. My guess is he's playing smoke, based off the way he was
Oh.
playing. But he is very aggressive, so...
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, he's playing
smoke,
smoke,
okay.
okay.
He's not a chat. Well, so the thing is, if he's divisioning with you and you're in a carrier, then you obviously are guaranteed a CV game. So, oh god, that drop. So basically, he can sit and smoke. You can bait planes over him, and he can just farm. So it makes sense to go with smoke. Oh my god, and there goes the Lexington General Offensive. Very nice.
Oh. And
Edinburgh radar is really good in co-op and ranked. And if we ever get a tier 8 operation that it can be used in, that would be useful for it too. But maybe. I think I might still take smoke in an operation. There you go, dropping at the outskirts of the Belfast 43's anti-air range. 3 penetrating hits with 2 fires. Sounds totally balanced to me. Yes, spread to those torps. Which is crazy considering how wide that thing looked when he was dropping, right?
honestly, I think the Torp RNG thing is, I mean, I don't know if it's like a replay bug or something where the Torp reticle just doesn't shrink, but remains to be seen.
It could be.
But yeah, that's just what Chkalov does. It's just really, really, really strong. Oh, it's a replay bug? Okay. Yeah, because look, the reticule doesn't narrow at all. And now it's
Right.
narrowing. Oh, wow. But
Silly Roma.
silly Roma thinking you can hide at the back of the map. The Chkalov's right here. You can't. You just can't see him because he's behind an island.
And, aw, I'm sure you were hoping for a fire right there.
They don't always get fires.
Hey.
By the way, you have a cover my replay redeem option.
I saw that Izumo on Zigzag.
That's what the replay box says. Don't. That's the actual name.
Listen, I don't get what the naming of these games, these like maps are like.
Yeah. My guess
So-
is that was the original name, and then they changed it after they'd already created the files for it, so, you know, that's what it stays with. Just like the Shokaku, if I remember right, used to be called Zuikaku in the replay file.
Oh, that's new.
I don't know if it still is or not. It used to be called that, which is always pretty funny.
I don't think it is. Oh, there goes the sub.
Grunty says you want to initiate a torp run at about 7 km, so Triarch maybe is a little bit too close. Edinburgh kill with fire, yeah, secondaries. And yes, the red team is still winning, so we need the 07 div to carry harder, right, Stevie?
Yeah.
Carry hard.
Charge is right. If you end up starting really early, you're just gonna eat flak because flak clouds start generating like that. So it's better to.
Oh,
So probably it's better to start before the flak starts spawning. So like you dive below the flak, and then you can just hammer it in.
Okay.
Though,
Huh.
honestly, I think Triarch just knows that better, because I don't play carriers that much.
I don't die. I play them a little bit, but do it around 3.7, really.
Okay.
That's close.
Close. But... Oh, flak stops.
Flak stops. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you're trying to work your way in. So do you have site stabilization then? Haha, Grunty had the same question I did. No, really.
Useless.
Okay, let's take a look at this drop. Let's see how this comes in. You did it at 4.5. I see. So you do it so the animation basically they're down by the time that the flak stops spawning. So there's no chance for them to take the flak when they're at the bottom. Okay.
Now the base has been capped. Oh, and there it goes.
Totally not a problem.
Totally not a problem. Just let Triarch just do his thing.
The important thing is keeping the enemy off of his cap. And it looks like he'll be doing a good job of that here. Sub is diving.
It's a sub.
Yeah,
the
the
question
sub's
is-
not too big of a deal.
The question is who has the more reset point, who has the more cap points? Because if the sub's got all the cap points, then he can
Well-
just go undetected. Yeah,
Well,
I think
no.
This is my dirty water. This is my dirty water, not yours.
Well, nobody's in the cap at the moment.
He's giving
so-
me this look like, Daddy, I want. No. No dirty water for you. Murray Blintz, thanks for the follow. Blintz?
Murray Blintz, huh?
And there it is. Prince Eugen is about to die. Making sure of that, getting a little bit closer. Boink. Now, the salmon, the reason I said the sub's not that big of a deal is based off of his oxygen reserve. I didn't think he had that, or energy reserve? I didn't think he had that much left.
battery life.
T-Babs, what nation do I recommend for CVs? None of them. But honestly, though, if you are looking to start a carrier grind, I would recommend American carriers first or British carriers.
ES and CVs are also really easy to learn, and they also hit really hard. Like, have you
Yep.
seen what Midway and Lexington do to DDs with their?
Yep.
It's disgusting. Like,
I-
I've been one shot in gearing from Midway dive bombers. It's
Oh, I've
not pleasant.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
British
once,
carriers-
carrying- as he torpedoed me, I'm like, yeah, just that.
Why none of them, though? Well, because people will hate you. No, I don't know. Frankly, the reason why I say none of them is because I just kind of feel like, for the most part, if you're going to work your way up the game, I think you're better suited focusing on learning destroyers first and foremost. More than any other class in the game, destroyers is the most important. Once you've learned destroyers, then I'd say go cruiser, then go battleship, then go carrier, in my opinion. And by the time you get to carriers, you'll have a generally good idea of how the other classes work, and you'll be able to make things work for you. But in general, carriers, the problem with carriers that I see right now is, one, your team
What is
thinks
that
that
Ryujo doing?
all your aircraft belong to them, which of course is a problem. Ryujo is charging the Mackinson and probably going to ram him, the way it's looking.
Unless they have a kill.
So to me, that's, hey, he got the ram. So to me, that's the big problem. And look at the surfaced sub. Oof. There's the carrier's balance right there. But you know, like I would say if you have to learn a carrier line, you know, American is easy to learn. British is easy to learn too because of the level bombers. It makes it's a little more forgiving. Plus they have a little bit higher HP numbers. The other
unbelievably slow. It's just yeah.
True. And I was just about to say, the other line to consider is actually the Russian carrier line. Because, quite frankly, I think it's a little easy to play. And I wouldn't be surprised if it gets nerfed at some point. I would hope it gets nerfed at some point.
And you know what's the best part? They're changing the camera mechanics apparently on the
Mm-hmm.
which is like, I mean, I didn't think that was that big of a deal.
That was like the detection thing.
Also,
Armady, thank you for the follow for the raid, by the way.
Real
I think
quick,
the
guys,
detection thing's really just in the super test right now. I might be wrong.
our
Aw, look
matey,
at you hunting
guys,
the sub.
is a brand new streamer. He is trying to make affiliate. He does through World of Warships. He's got a very interesting avatar too. You guys really should check him out. Just drop him a follow and alert. Please.
So
And
Wow, you have
that was a
Sure,
very good
that's
drop
fine.
on the sub. You got some resets. Unfortunately, the carrier farmed him out. Farmed out your div mate. Oh, sticky fire, sticky fire. Arbady's first stream was today? Wow.
oh,
Okay, so now it comes down to the salmon. Can you kill the sub? Or just kill the Serov. That'd be pretty funny too. Look at the damage, 243k. So, I'm not impressed.
the first stream.
Not impressed.
get 300k and then we'll talk, Crappa.
Get 400k, then we'll talk. Or if your Gaishu gets 600k, then we'll talk.
I love how people don't forget that. Oh, that was a beautiful skip armor drop.
Mm-hmm. Now he's got the time. You notice he's not like worried about the sub right now. He's got plenty of time for the kills. He's got 1 minute and 28 seconds left in the game, so he's got to focus on getting kills to win at this point. And not quite enough. Close, but not quite enough. Only
But
3
look
hits.
how fast Triarch is cycling these planes. That's the benefit
Oh, yeah.
that Chkalov has.
Well, but
like,
look at his positioning. He's very forward.
But what's the salmon doing? Hello? Your
The sub is
surface-
giving up on killing. Yeah, the sub wants to kill you. So that's fine. Now you can just go and kill the Serov and then go back to the salmon.
And I don't think the sub's gonna be able to
No.
lock enough torpedoes on you to actually kill you.
No.
He won't. No question. HE6? No.
So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This will be the end of the Serov right here. Happy New Year to you too. There's the kill for the Kraken in the general offensive. Now all you have to do is keep the salmon lit, because by keeping the salmon lit, he will be forced to surface, and then you kill it with. Oh wait, 10 seconds to go. Never mind. He's going deep. Okay, that's the right play for the salmon. That's the right play for the salmon. You don't like the new division awards promotes clubbing?
Or not his emote, but his avatar, guys.
I haven't done enough. I haven't done enough. I just lost my train of thought. Okay, never mind. Ignore what I'm saying.
Normally, I'm not one to judge CV players or anything, but honestly, I think the smarter play in this case would have just been to go for the salmon and then kill the Serov. The Serov can't kill you quick enough. The salmon's the one that's closer to you, and he's the easier one to kill. So
I think towards the end there, yes, you definitely had the chance of making that work, but in the heat of the moment, he had a great game regardless, right?
Yeah. 282
Go for the sub
frames,
first and then
2.1
push in.
days.
So that's an interesting consideration, right? If you manage to take out the sub, even without taking out the sub, you know you're gonna lose. So you might as well just YOLO into the cap.
And to block the...
Who knows?
Nah. But you know what's still a great game? You know, sometimes but even like small decisions do add up in the long term.
Oh, they totally do. They totally do. So